This is massive, and it's just here. There isn't even a sign to say don't fall into it. All the papers!
Woohoo! Brilliant!
Got it!
We were on a mountain road to go visit the mission San Francisco Javier. However, Baja had had a lot of rain in the previous few weeks, which was coming down the mountains and spilling across the road. We were loving the route, and we weren't at all concerned with the small amounts of water coming across our path. However, that was when Davide fell. I didn't see his fall, but I heard it over the helmet intercom. Davide assured me that he was fine, and I came back to help him lift his bike.
Bike is fine. I'm fine. Give me a hand to lift, and we are ready to go.
Here, grab.
There we go. There you go. No harm.
Okay.
Good crash bars. Good. As I said, I was going so slow, but it just did.
On inspection, the shallow water had a green algae growing in it, which had caused the bike to slip and fall.
We were like ice skating.
Okay, we go for the future.
Ah, yeah.
I think I got more of a shock with Davide's fall than he did, but he seemed unhurt, so we carried on.
There you go. Reset.
There were several more water crossings on our way, but now that we knew about the algae, we were a lot more careful.
Now make sure we don't fall into this one now. This one being shallower obviously is it creates more algae. Yeah, you can actually see all the greenery that you didn't see in the other one. This is slower moving. It's funny. Learn.
The mission of San Francisco Javier. Let's just stop it there. There's no way I'm going to be able to pronounce the full name. Was a Spanish mission in San Javier with the aim of converting the local Kachimi Native Americans to Christianity. The church was built between 1744 and 1758 and remains the finest preserved stone mission in Baja California. The main altar is covered with gold leaf and contains a statue of San Francisco Javier surrounded by 8 beautiful oil paintings. The church and the little village were beautiful and definitely worth a visit. And we loved the twisty roads on the way back down the mountain. Back on the main roads, we passed a police checkpoint, which were all too common in Baja. But they weren't looking for us tonight, and we kept on going. Morning.
Morning.
Today's an exciting day. So today we are heading to La Paz to try to book the ferry to bring us to mainland Mexico. So we hit the road?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Let's go.
As we had ridden all the way down Baja California and Baja California Sur, we now needed to catch a ferry to get across to mainland Mexico. Booking a ferry sounds easy, but as foreigners crossing with vehicles into mainland Mexico, there was a little more work involved. The ferry goes from Pichilinque port outside the town of La Paz over to Mazatlan on mainland Mexico.
Ready to go? Let's go get some tickets.
To book the ferry, we needed all our documents: our passports, bike documents, our temporary importation permits, and the stamp on our passport, which luckily we had gotten when we crossed the border in Tijuana. The ferry goes through the night, so we needed to get a cabin too. All this had to be done through Spanish. So I sent Davide in.
All the papers!
Woohoo! Brilliant!
Got it! So, we have the tickets to go across to Mazatlan in mainland Mexico on Saturday evening, 7 p.m.
Okay, brilliant!
We're on our way!
Woohoo! Success! Now, with the ferry booked, we were able to look around properly. La Paz is often forgotten about over its more famous neighbour, Cabo San Lucas. However, it boasts many beautiful bays and beaches, with the vibrant blue waters of the Gulf of California, which we were absolutely loving. But we weren't going to be spending any time on the beach. The following day, Davide had an important mission. He had to return a sock. Wait, what? Yes, a sock. We had been given the task of returning a single sock, which had gotten lost in Chris and Kathleen's laundry when friends had visited.
Grandma Megan's missing sock. Please return to Mexico and the rightful owner safe travels. What was once lost is found.
Beautiful.
We will carefully deliver it.
For the last month, we had taken this sock with us. Travelled through mountains and deserts, smuggled it through the border into Mexico, and today Davide was going to reunite it with its owners.
Hello! Steve, as I was instructed, I will deliver what was entrusted to me
Wow.
to the rightful owner.
You don't know how much this means to my wife.
All right. So,
Yeah. She's been waiting for this, walking around with one sock on for weeks. Weeks.
now,
So this is
she
the
has
sock
both.
that was eaten by Chris and Kathleen's.
All right. They tried to kidnap it, but I saved
Yes.
it and took it the whole way down to Baja.
Muchos gracias.
You, mucho gusto.
And just like that, the sock was reunited with its pair.
And so we depart.
So, after that bit of foolery, Steve and his friends offered to accompany Davide to an important landmark that he wanted to visit.
On the way to Alaska and the way to Prudhoe Bay, obviously we crossed the Arctic Circle, once on the way up and then on the way down. So I wanted to mark the crossing of the tropical Cancer. as a significant part of our trip south. So here we are today in Baja California Sur, crossing the tropical Cancer on the way south. If you don't mind, would you repeat what you said earlier about the significance of the tropical? What is the importance of the line?
The Tropic Cancer is roughly 20 degrees north of the equator.
Okay.
And it is the furthest point north that the sun can shine directly overhead.
At a certain time of the year, or
No, all year.
Okay.
All year. It changes a little bit because the Earth wobbles.
Okay.
So it might be 21 degrees or 22 degrees.
So that the sun can, at some stage, it's right above your head.
It can be right above your head.
How further north than here?
Further north, the sun comes in at an angle.
Obviously, the angle increases the norther
Exactly.
most you go. Okay, that's interesting. Here it is on the map. So we've been all across United States, Canada, Alaska, Prudhoe Bay, probably around this area, and all the way south. And now, just right here, Tropico del Cancer, Baja California. Cool. J&D continues south. The guys at lunch gave me a tip for a place to stop at. They gave me the approximate location. They couldn't really point it out, so I need to see if I can find the description of the place where I can park the bike to find this place, and it's supposed to be super cool. So I hope I can actually find it and show you what it is. I don't want to see this line, this blue line ahead of it. So cool. So it looks that this is the right place. Now we got to find it. Oh yeah, here it is. I don't know if you can appreciate it, but it's supposed to be, wow, they said 200 feet deep. Jeez, it looks huge. And it's right right on the side of the road. Jesus. Okay, let's see if I can put some light in it. See how deep it is. Very deep. You can see some water at the bottom. I don't know if you can actually shine it through. This is massive, and it's just here. There isn't even a sign to say don't fall into it. Yeah. And they said it's supposed to be some shaft of a mine that was in the area. Dangerous, but cool, super cool.
The day finally came to pack our bags again and catch the ferry.
Hi! Yeah, all the best, guys.
We thought that because we needed all our documents to book the ferry, that we would just show our passports and that would be it. But no, there was a little bit more involved.
Hola, señor. Buenas tardes.
¿Tienen juntos?
Il documento, sì. Passaporto e il biglietto.
Pasaporte, passport.
Sí,
First, the passports,
pasaporto.
¿Qué destino llevan? ¿A dónde van?
Mazatlán.
Mazatlán.
then the bike documents.
Los documentos de la moto.
¿Es el documento de la moto?
Then they actually check the VIN number. They were very thorough. Then they wanted to see our temporary importation permit.
Sí.
Do you have the permit? The tip?
Yes. El banquecito.
Ok. Sí. Este.
Pasaporto, gracias.
En la moto, esta es la de usted.
Esta, sí.
Eso.
Then they wanted to search the bikes. All this was done with full armed military support, which I kind of found unnerving because I'm not used to so many guns. But it seems the passengers are packing too, so I better get used to it.
¿Todo bien, señor?
So that took a lot longer than we were expecting.
Gracias.
After security, we had to go pay the port tax. Then collect the tickets.
Buenísimo.
Luckily, when we rolled up to the ferry, they put us immediately on board. Bike straps are not included in the price of the ferry, but we'd been told that before, and Davide had picked up his own in advance. By the time we got to our cabin, we were fairly tired.
Oh, well, we have made it.
Yeah,
This is our home for tonight.
that was a bit more thorough checks for a ferry crossing than we're used to, but I think at the border crossing at Tijuana, they didn't actually really check us.
We just drove through, so
yeah.
they had to check the bikes, the chassis numbers, and
Yeah.
bags, and open the panniers. That took forever because all the straps and everything. But anyway, you're here. That's the rule.
And it's hot downstairs on deck where
We're
you're
really
strapping the
absolutely
bike.
soaked with sweat, strapping the bikes and everything. So go and relax,
Go for
have
a
something to eat, go for a wander around the boat, and see how it looks.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
go. Beautiful sunset.
It got dark when we were down on deck.
Yeah. Goodbye, Baja.
Oh, I forgot to mention, dinner was included in the price of the ferry ticket.
Not really sure, but
No.
it's free of charge. It's included, so it couldn't be that good. We'll see. Is it any good?
It's food.
It's food. She's